Today's review is over functions. So I'm going to show you or remind you what a function looks like. Remember, for a function, we want our x value. Oh my God. X value does not repeat. So we only want to look at our x values. So there's 4 different ways that you will see a function question. One, the first way will be with coordinate pairs. So let's say we have, they're giving us coordinate pairs. Okay, so in order to check if this is a function, we only care about our x values, which is the first number in a coordinate pair. I'm going to go ahead and circle them. And I'm checking to see if any of these numbers repeat, 0, 5, -3, 8. They do not repeat, so this is a function. I put a little check because that does represent a function. Okay, the second way you'll see a function question is in a table. So in a table, they'll give you coordinates. And again, we only care about our x values. And we're checking to see if any of these numbers repeat. Because none of these numbers repeat, 0, 5, -3, and 8, this is a function. This does represent a function. The third way that we will see a function question is something called mapping. Mapping looks like this. Okay, so same thing. We only care about our x value, so we only care about this side. And we're looking to see that each number only has one line. 0 has one line, and 5 has one line, -3 has one line, and 8 has one line. So that tells me that this is a function. If any of these numbers were to have more than one line connected to it, then that would not represent a function. That would mean that your x is repeating itself. Okay, the fourth way that you will see a function question asked is with a graph. So with a graph, we want to do something called the vertical line test. Meaning we are going to draw vertical lines. Actually, let me do that in a different color. We're going to draw vertical lines on this graph. And each of these vertical lines can only touch my blue graph one time. So here, 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 here. If any of these vertical lines were to touch this blue graph more than once, then that would not represent a function. This one does represent a function because it only touches the graph one time at any point. Okay, one more thing that, one more way that you'll see a question like this will be, it will ask you why something represents a function. And in that case, you're going to look for the answer choice that says something like blank represents a function because each x value, so that the word x value has to come first, corresponds to only one y value. So we got to make sure of that one as well. That one tells me that every x value will only show up once. It will not repeat itself. Okay, so again, when we look at functions, we want to, we know that something is a function because the x value does not repeat. So if we have any x values that do repeat themselves, that would not represent a function. Hope this helps.